Everybody, this is Christine with Cocoa Daisy, and I am thrilled to show you the adorable things that I was able to create using the Willows Collection. So these are a bunch of different projects that I create every month, and I try to keep them specific, like at least 1 or 2 projects per kit. So a lot of you get 1 or 2 kits maybe. Few of you, we get all of them. They get all the things. But if you get 1 or you get 2, I like to try and show you what you can do with that kit and give you at least one idea, one thing to kind of to look at some of the product in a different way maybe. And just kind of get you inspired and have some fun, right? Different ideas. So I'm going to start with the planner kit. And the planner kit I'm using with this, my A5 inserts, which I adore and use all of the time. You can get these punched or unpunched, the 6-hole punch or unpunched. And then one thing I did want to mention, this stamp set where you always see me, because these pages come without any specific header for these sections, we have a stamp set that works perfectly with them. And we've been out of stock on that. That should be in stock soon. So just a little side note on that. So this collection, one of the things in particular, this piece of artwork Line did for our November collection. And I loved it. It was actually just artwork that was used on stickers in different various pieces throughout the collection. I wanted to make a stamp out of it. So, or actually it was a Post-it note. It was a Post-it note too. It was a sticky note pad. And so I thought it would be really, really fun to make a stamp set or a stamp out of that image, which is what I did here. So you could just stamp this and use it to write on any of your pages or any of our notebooks or in any of your journaling. But I actually stamped it on just a spare piece of paper, and then I cut it out to kind of give it that fun dimension. And I tucked it in using the little magnetic clip that is in the planner kit. And I used some of the alpha letters, put organize on there. I used one of the little broom icons next to that little sticker, and then I added my little list on there. And I typed those up and put them on there because this is something that I'll tuck in and keep in my planner and just keep moving it and marking them off, hopefully, right? That's the whole idea. But the stickers are super, super cute. I love these little icons. I always use the trash ones. These for payroll and everything. They're really fun to use. Crock pots, I like those too. So I used those on there, but this was really fun to stamp and then cut out. But again, you don't have to cut it out. You could just stamp it and use it as is. So that's part of it. The little pen ink test card, I just thought that was cute. Again, tucked in using that little magnet marker. And that thing is really, really kind of heavy duty and sturdy. It'll hold on to that stuff and not fall out, which is nice. And I just kind of gave an example of some things, of some ways that you could break down the sections on here. I used some of our pet stickers, which are clear and super thin. Love those. Just added those on there. There's a great green pen in the planner kit. And on the sticky notepad, you can see where I wrote that just to kind of give you an idea of the green. And it's a really nice kind of dark, almost teal green. The washi tape is super fun. It's a little pond scene with the little frogs. I added the date using the stickers. So I'll add all my dates in using those. I think the little calendar card, I'm going to turn into a bookmark. I like to do that. And then you also get 2 of the adhesive pockets. And you've seen me before where I use these. I'll use some of the cardstock, the beautiful pattern paper that comes in the collection, and you can layer those on there and create a little dashboard with the pockets. Those are a lot of fun. And you get a small and a large. And then you get all of this great paper. Like I said, you could layer these. It'd be so pretty. And they're adhesive backed. So super easy to use, super easy to put in there. You could even double layer with that pattern. I like that idea. So a lot of different ways that you could use those items. And of course you get the tabs, which you can see where I used that here. And these stickers are meant to work with those tabs. So you can see I have month in a glance on that tab there. So that is a look at what I did as a start. That's kind of my foundation for my, what will be my planner setup. All right, moving on. Let's go to the journaling kit. I really like to use the journaling prompt card that comes in this kit. Just to kind of show you how to use it, different ways that you can use it, different ways that you can use the product included. And the thing that I liked is the make a list of 10 things to do this spring. And I'm like, okay, because spring can be real busy, lots of cleanup, especially if you're a gardener like I am. There's lots of stuff that you want to do. And in this kit, you get a beautiful roll of washi tape. You get a couple of rub-on sheets. And then you get all of these great vellum stickers. And for a closer look at everything, I do an unboxing video, so you can check that out. That will be out probably the 12th or the 13th this month, I think. But you can check that out, and I go through and show you everything probably a little bit closer. But this is all about the projects. So I took the numbers from this alpha and number set, and I just spaced out 1 through 10. I added the get ready for, and the spring is a rub-on. And then I added a few more little rub-on scenes to this particular page. And this is, I'm using, this is the A5 notebook, is the size of notebook that I have here. Normally there's a craft cover. You're looking at my sample one. But again, check out the unboxing and I'll go through all of the pages. But I love the size of this because this is a great accompaniment to my planner, which has my A5 inserts. So love that. And then I typed up on just some clear matte sticker paper those 10 things. And I added those, I stuck those on there. And then this way I can add some extra notes. I can mark them off when I get them done. Maybe some other action steps I need to do with it. Any of those kinds of things. But I had a lot of fun. The artwork in here is it's so neat to be able to create all the little scenes. I love how you can add and layer these pieces to make these great little scenes. So I just thought that was kind of fun. I wrapped that around there. I added my little journal card in there. Just kind of, it adds a little bit, and I used just some of the washi tape to stick it on there. So if I want to take it out, I can. As I said, if I want to, maybe when I'm done, I want to keep this as a record, kind of like memory planning almost. And I could put a photograph in there of something that I finished, you know, cleaned up the garden beds or something like that, or my potting list or something. I could add that as a picture, and there'd be a great way to document it as well. So that is what I did with the journaling kit. And then let's take a look at the Deluxe Journaling Kit. I did a couple things with this one. So this size, and going off with the whole spring cleaning thing, I kind of continued that theme. So this is a B6. So this is a little bit smaller. And again, this is my sample, but what I thought was okay, so let's say you were gonna break down the spring cleaning. That's the one that I just showed you is the big picture, like for all of spring. But if I wanted to break it down for a week, what could you do? So that was kind of the idea behind this little project. And again, going with I like to involve pictures in my planning, or you know, just if you're going to keep these notebooks, it's fun to tuck in some pictures a little bit. So this is my week. that I could break down, everything that I'm going to do each day on the weekly stripe page. I added the little sticky note. I cut a piece of the washi in half. So I had a thinner piece, neat little trick you can do. I added this adorable little picture of my hubby spray washing the rugs and pressure washing the rugs, I should say. And then again, I used the rub-ons, the spring, and this week I used the vellum alpha stickers for cleaning. And then I did this rub-on a spare little piece of paper and then just cut it out, added it just as a little bit of a layer in there. I liked that. And again, with my sticker paper, I typed up this list. So these are the things that I want to accomplish this week in particular, but I can now go in and figure out what days I'm going to be able to get what done, or what days Mr. Daisy is going to be able to get what done. So I thought that that worked out really, really well. And I like that size too, the B6. This is a nice purse size. Like you could throw that in your tote or your purse as well. So that's more focused on planning. This would be more focused on journaling or memory keeping. And this one I'm using the Simple Daisy notebook. And again, it normally has a craft cover, but this is meant a little bit more for journaling or memory keeping. And I loved this page, and I thought it went so well with just kind of showing the difference between how tiny she is and they're best buddies. They seriously are. And I added the little tab that said friendship. I thought, this might be kind of neat to actually turn this album into, or this notebook into journaling all about things about friends. So I thought that would be kind of cool. And I wanted to create kind of a neat layer over here. I didn't add anything over here. I thought that this pattern paper went so well with the photograph, and the photograph pops off of it enough. I didn't want to add any more there. I didn't have a ton of journaling, so I wanted to add some depth and layering, and I also really wanted to use this cool piece of, it's not really paper. We call it specialty paper, but it's not really paper. It's, and it's not fabric. It's just really cool though, right? It's like stitched almost. It's like, it's not yarn either. I don't know what you'd call that. I'm sure it has a specific name. But I cut some pieces of this, whatever this is, and then I tore a few pieces of the patterned paper, and I layered those in there. I actually just layered them, and then I stapled them, and then I stuck them down. And then I went through and I added some of the rub-ons. You can see those down here. This one, I can't remember if that's a rub-on or a die cut. It could be one or the other. If it was a rub-on, I did it on a piece of plain white paper and cut it out and put it on there. And then I created my title kind of the same way I do my journaling. I just typed that out on sticker paper, put it on a scrap piece of white paper, and then layered it up on top of the other things. And I think it turned out super cute. I love that picture. And I just think it goes so well with all of the imagery on there too. So that's a look at a couple of the projects, the two projects that I did using the Deluxe Journaling Kit. All right, and then let's take a look at one of my favorites, the Creative Kit. Creative Kit this month, and you guys know I love to try and create items in the Creative Kit that have a particular theme to them. Like there's a particular not necessarily project, but technique maybe is more the word that I'm looking for about what I put in here. And we've done this technique before, and I thought it worked really, really well with this theme. So you have great stuff to layer with. You get an ink cube, and this is the Tim Holtz Distress ink in the Mowed Lawn. You get a stamp set, and you get this great stencil. And these all work together. So we have blending brushes, and I think I gave you guys one of these in the Creative Kit for November. We have more of these in the store. But these work great with the stencils. So I knew I wanted to create a fun little project using these items together. So what I started with is I took some of the stickers. So what I thought it would be fun to do, because these notebooks, and this is the standard size notebook, are done in such a way that you can do you can do a page a day. So I did a Saturday and a Sunday. So you had the weekend. I added the weekend banner. That's from one of the die cuts. And I did the date along with the day of the week. So you could do this through the whole thing and set it up. And then I added my to-do list. And again, this is just sticker paper. You can write this in, or if you have stamps that do it, you can do it with that as well. So I have my to-do list set up. I have today's mood, grateful for, dinner menu. That's for Sunday. And then I did the same thing over here for Saturday. But what I liked is I made the layout on each page just a little different. And I did that by using the stencil and the stamp together. So this image is part of the page. This is a rub-on. This is a rub-on. That is, and that is. That is a little sticker, I believe. And so it was real fun to just take these and play around and add the stencils. And then this lily pad works with this stencil here. The two other lotus blossoms work with the smaller lotus blossoms here. And then you have the adorable little frog. And in this kit, you also get the adhesive patch one. I have to find a special spot for that because I think that is just so stinking cute. But anyway, so you can stamp him as well. So you can see what I did here. I did some stamping on the stencil. Some of it I just stenciled and didn't stamp over top. And that actually gave me almost kind of specific areas to write. So for the today's mood, it's kind of contained. So the stencil would be really cute to use that way for specific things. If you wanted to section off on a day, you know, if you wanted to do grateful for and you wanted that to be one lily pad and so on, would be really, really fun. And you can turn these any way you want and have the lily pads going every which way, which I think is really cool. And then again, just added my little froggy. But it just kind of broke things up. So it created individual pages, but at the same time, you get this beautiful kind of cohesive spread. Oh, and I had the little today's weather up at the top. I thought that was cute. Then the other thing I did, just thinking, okay, I may need a little bit more room, things that I want to jot down. I took one of the note cards, and there's 3 of them that come in here in the kit. You have the 4x6 and then the 2 3x4s. And I took this one, and I took one of the, and I've shown you this before, but it's a fun little trick, the small little tabs, and I used it almost like a little hinge. I added one of the die cuts there, and so you have reminders for next week on there, and I thought that was really cute. So a great way to create your daily spreads in the notebooks. And this is using the Creative Kit. Obviously, you can make cards with this kit. You can do layouts with this, all kinds of awesome stuff. And that is why I love, love, love the Creative Kit. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the Stationery Kit. And with this, I also used a couple of stickers from the memory keeping sticker kit. So I wanted to make sure, because I wanted to do something different with the Stationery Kit. Usually the Stationery Kit, I will maybe show you a card or I'll show you how to use it in your planner. I wanted to show you how you can create a weekly memory keeping spread. using the Stationery Kit. How fun is this, right? So this is my way of scrapbooking. This is what I do. I do a photo a day, and I really, really enjoy this process. I'm getting caught up, so be looking for some more flip throughs for each month. I'll post those for you. But I wanted to show you how you could take the contents of the Stationery Kit and use them to memory keep, right? And then just a few things that I also pulled from the memory keeping sticker kit. So there's so much in here. One of the other things that I love to do when I do this process, and I use our Daisy Planner, and we have a 12-month undated Daisy Planner that you can use for this. One of the things I did not do in here, but I can definitely see myself doing when March comes along, is I like to add these postcards in my Daisy Planner because I punch the ring bound in mine. So I would just punch holes in this, and I would add more photographs or more journaling to this. And so you have this little card tucked in your week if you have more pictures that you want to add. So that is what I would end up doing with the postcard. I love these. I love the feel of them. That paper is just beautiful. There's a cute little pin. Don't know what I'm going to do with him yet, but I took one of the oversized tags and I laid that on here just kind of as my starting point. And then I layered stuff on from there. I used the alpha stickers from the memory keeping sticker kit just to add in there. I used one of the lily pad sticky notes on there, and then I added one of the cute little puffy stickers. I then used some of the stickers from here, some of the vellum die cuts. This was a vellum die cut, and I actually put that on some plain paper and cut around it just because I wanted a little bit of dimension with that one. You could cover up the days of the week, or if you're using something plain, you could use the days of the week in there. And then there was like this little rest, relax, recharge. I added that. The little Z's were from the stickers as well. And then what I did is I layered in, so I added my photographs. I added my, my journaling for each one. That is one of the vellum stickers as well. And then there was this sheet where I pulled a couple of vellum stickers from. And then a couple of these small little sayings. I talk about this, and I really wanted to show you what I mean when I say these work great for layering with titles. So I did the March, and then I used the little spring vibes on there. I liked that. I'd rather be, I used that one, and then here. So as I said, they work great for layering with alpha stickers to create titles. These are just stamped from one of the old Cocoa Daisy number sets, but you can create using the Stationery Kit. I was really kind of excited to share this with you, that you can use a creative, the stationery set and create a memory keeping spread using those items, and then the sticker set from the memory keeping sticker kit. I thought that was great. I loved how it turned out, and I'll probably recreate this when my actual March comes up, but that's using the Stationery Kit. All right, we're gonna wrap it up with the Scrapbooking Kit. So the layout I did again in the A5 size, and normally I will cut these out. I just didn't do that, and I put it in an actual binder. And there are so many goodies in this scrapbooking kit. So I did use so you can get the scrapbooking kit as a core kit. You can get it with the simple notebook, the TN. You can get it with that. You can get it with a 12 by 12 paper, or you can get it with the pocket cards. So in this one, I used one of the pocket cards just kind of as my jumping off point. I used our fun little stamp to create a layer in the background there. And then I added, you get a whole set of alpha stickers, and these are stickers, so they're super easy to use. You don't have to try and glue them down. Makes it very simple. Layered those with the smaller puffy alphas and created a fun title. Some glitter dots are in there. I love to use these pages as basically pattern paper as a background for a layout. I love to do that. I think it's just a great starting point. Obviously, there's pattern paper in the kit that you can use too. But then I have die cuts. There's some rub-ons, the chipboard. Love the chipboard, glitter dots on there. More die cuts just kind of all layered in there, and I think it turned out really, really cute. So that is one of the layouts that I did, and you could obviously take this and go it on a larger scale if you wanted to, as far as a 12 by 12 if you're into 12 by 12, or you could condense it down a little bit and put it in our simple notebook as well. So you could always take this idea and just kind of run with it a little bit. And then our adorable card. And I love, love, love making cards. The kit comes with a couple of sheets of plain white cardstock so that you can make cards. Super easy to just take the white card, layer a piece of pattern paper, one of the pocket cards, or even just more pattern paper with any of the die cuts or the chipboard. You can see that I did that here. This is one of the pocket cards. I layered on the little Hello Spring chipboard circle, a couple of glitter dots, a little foam adhesive. I distressed the edges of the one pattern paper, and that's it. How adorable is that card? Who would not love that, right? So that is a look at the projects that I made using the scrapbooking kit. And at this moment, a lot of our subscriptions we have been able to open up, grab them before they are gone, because they do fill up quickly, but we're getting to a point where we're finally able to give you guys a little bit of time to grab them before they sell out, and we're still working on that, still trying to increase numbers as we can. But I believe most of these, I think the planner kit and deluxe journaling may be shut down, but I think the scrapbooking one is still open, and the creative kit or stationery kit might still be open. So grab them, like I said, before they're gone. But have fun. Have fun with this collection. Enjoy it, and make sure you share what you create on our Facebook page. We would love to see what you do with it.